The Gulf Coast is undeniably one of the most strikingly visually attractive and captivating regions in the United States. Its magnificence lies in its pristine beaches that seem to stretch endlessly for hundreds of miles, painting a vivid tapestry of white sands kissed by the gentle azure waves of the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf Coast's meteorological charm is equally enchanting, with its predominantly sun-soaked days and balmy evenings being the envy of people from around the world. Despite the occasional intrusion of tropical storms, the Gulf Coast's climate remains a defining attribute, enticing sun-seekers and nature lovers alike to bask in its warmth. This coastal haven is nestled within a well-developed and thriving region of the country. The Gulf Coast region is a natural wonder and a hub of economic and cultural vibrancy. From bustling cities to charming coastal towns, this area offers a blend of metropolitan amenities and small-town charm, providing its residents with diverse lifestyle options. Its rich cultural tapestry, steeped in traditions, music, and cuisine, adds an enticing layer of uniqueness to the Gulf Coast, making it a captivating place to live. Given these inherently appealing characteristics, why more Americans do not choose to make the Gulf Coast their home is a confusing puzzle. Is it the allure of other regions, the fear of hurricanes, or personal preference that keeps people from flocking to this coastal paradise? The answer to this question remains as fascinating as the Gulf Coast itself, shrouded in the mystery of human choices and the vast array of possibilities that life in this remarkable region presents. In this video, we will delve into the Gulf Coast of the United States, a section of the coast that appears to be less densely populated compared to the rest of the eastern United States. We'll explore the factors that contribute to this relatively low population and try to understand the historical and contemporary reasons behind it. In the beginning, it is crucial to recognize that people indeed do migrate to and within the Gulf Coast region, but the pace of this demographic shift varies significantly when compared to the remarkable growth experienced in other regions, such as Florida and Georgia. These states, renowned for their swifter population surges, stand in stark contrast to their Gulf Coast neighbors, prompting a closer examination of the underlying factors shaping this disparity. The dynamics of population growth within the Gulf Coast are, in fact, subject to a multitude of complex influences that encompass a rich tapestry of historical, socio-cultural, and environmental facets, weaving a narrative of change and continuity that sets this region apart. To understand this demographic puzzle, one must delve into the intricate layers of history that have left an indelible mark on the Gulf Coast. The historical legacy of slavery in this region, with its profound impact on the African American population, has cast a long shadow on migration patterns, shaping settlement trends over centuries. The Great Migration of African Americans from the South to the North during the 20th century reverberates through time, leaving an imprint on the Gulf Coast's demographic landscape. Historically, and in the contemporary context, economic disparities also play a pivotal role in influencing population growth. The North-South economic divide, stemming from the aftermath of the Civil War, continues to exert its influence, affecting the movement of individuals and families seeking economic opportunities and social mobility. The Gulf Coast has had its share of catastrophic events, most notably Hurricane Katrina and the Deepwater Horizon oil spill, which have had a profound and enduring impact on the region's population dynamics. These environmental disasters have led to shifts in the population, including temporary displacement and resettlement, but have also left an enduring imprint on the collective memory and perception of the Gulf Coast, further influencing the decision to move or stay. The historical context undeniably formed the basis upon which we can better understand the intricate population dynamics of the Gulf Coast. The abolition of slavery marked the post-Civil War era, a momentous transformation that had profound consequences for the South. In the wake of this monumental shift, many newly emancipated individuals felt compelled to leave their homes in the South, seeking refuge and opportunities elsewhere in the nation. This mass exodus was particularly notable during the Great Migration from 1910 to the 1970s. This seismic movement saw millions of African Americans departing the South, their sights set on the North, pursuing a brighter future and the promise of economic and social advancements. During the early 20th century, the economic landscape of the United States was transforming its own. The South, including the Gulf Coast, was primarily characterized by an agricultural economy, with agriculture as its primary economic driver. However, the shifting tides of economic opportunity favored the North as the nation transitioned from an agricultural to an industrial powerhouse during the 1920s and 1930s. This economic metamorphosis bestowed the northern states with a comparative advantage, while the South, including the Gulf Coast, faced the challenging prospect of adapting to the changing economic landscape. This shift gave the South fewer job prospects, further exacerbating the migration trend away from the region. Notably, the lack of industrialization in the South, particularly when compared to the bustling industrial centers of northern cities, was a crucial factor contributing to this pattern of population movement. The thriving industrial hubs of the North were magnets for those searching for better job opportunities and economic stability, which only intensified the outflow of individuals from the South, including the Gulf Coast. The legacy of slavery, the Great Migration, and the economic transitions of the 20th century are all threads in the rich tapestry that characterizes the Gulf Coast's unique place within the broader history of the United States. In addition, the Gulf Coast region has grappled with the enduring challenge of inadequate investment in its critical infrastructure. This lack of emphasis on infrastructure development has manifested as subpar conditions in vital areas such as transportation, where states like Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama have consistently received low grades for the quality of their roads, bridges, and drinking water infrastructure. The consequences of this infrastructure deficit ripple across the region, impacting various aspects of life. Poor infrastructure hinders economic growth and curtails job opportunities, as efficient transportation networks and reliable water systems are integral to fostering a conducive environment for businesses to thrive. The ripple effect is felt throughout the community, where substandard infrastructure can dampen prospects for education and employment, thereby contributing to the complexities of population dynamics. Hurricane Katrina, a devastating natural disaster in 2005, and the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in 2010, an artificial environmental catastrophe, unleashed widespread devastation upon the Gulf Coast. These calamities resulted in significant population loss and a prolonged economic downturn. The rebuilding, recovery, and environmental remediation process was time-consuming and costly, requiring the concerted efforts of local communities, state and federal agencies, and various other stakeholders. It took many years for the Gulf Coast to fully mend from the far-reaching repercussions of these disasters, during which the region faced complex housing, economic rehabilitation, and environmental conservation challenges. While the Gulf Coast may have embarked on a trajectory of recovery and resurgence in population growth, it remains somewhat behind other more densely populated regions. This relative disparity may, in part, be attributed to the rising cost of living in major cities in states like Texas and South Florida, which has prompted some individuals to seek alternatives. Given its unique blend of coastal charm, affordability, and a distinctive cultural tapestry, the Gulf Coast holds the potential for a renewed influx of residents in the future, hinting at the possibility of another population boom as individuals and families reconsider their options. In conclusion, the Gulf Coast of the United States is a region with immense potential, but it has faced historical, economic, and environmental challenges that have slowed its population growth. Understanding these factors helps shed light on why this region remains relatively underpopulated compared to other parts of the country. That's a wrap for the reasons why people won't live along the Gulf Coast of the United States. If you learned something, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the following video. This is Vacation Awaits.